Okay guys, I'm back out here on this 79 C10 truck that we've named Ruby. It's a different day. It's supposed to be a sunny day today. And we'll see how that turns out. But anyway, I'm trying to see how much more this wax that I done just the other day, 2 or 3 days ago, has soaked up into this paint. Looks like it's soaked up some. But the wax on the hood that I put, I'm going to try to do different angles with you so you can see there's a line right here. I'm trying to position this phone, which I can't really see what I'm looking at, but you can see how shiny this is, dull this is. My objective today is to try to wax this truck. I'm going to start at the top, work my way down and get the hood. I might do the hood first since I'm already down here on the ground. And I was going to check this out too. You can see where I have waxed this and it kind of soaked it up. This right here, I done that just so you can see what I'm doing. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to show you a little bit about boiled linseed oil and penetrant. If you've never used it, I really like penetrant and I like boiled linseed oil. I'll show you why. Hang on just for a second. Okay guys, sorry about that, but I just couldn't do that with one hand. I had to have two. So anyway, boiled linseed oil, I've put that on a bunch of things that I own, vehicles. And it's kind of it stays on there a pretty good while, but it's not anything that's permanent. But now, penetrol, if I like the look of the boiled linseed oil, then when it kind of wears off, or if I want to put it on top of it, there's a gnat flying around here. Get away from me. Anyway, I'll put the penetrol on. Penetrol is a little bit more permanent. So I would suggest if you're thinking about doing anything, making your paint come to life or whatever, do a spot that's maybe a little bit inconspicuous and see if you're going to like it. But I'd start off with this. That's my opinion. You do what you want to. Travel at your own risk, I'll say. Anyway, check this out. This spot I rubbed on here just a few minutes ago. This is boiled linseed oil. I'm going to answer a few questions that I get periodically. One of them is, how long will it stay like this? Well, it all depends on your environment. By that I mean, your weather. Do you keep your vehicle in a garage or does it sit outside all the time? On different vehicles I have it, it's got different ways of, staying on. Sometimes it stays on a pretty good while. Sometimes it doesn't. It'll stay on a month or two. Sometimes it'll stay on 6 months. And I'll find the need then to maybe go over it again with some boiled linseed oil. It just takes a few minutes with boiled linseed oil. If you get your rag, I just got a paper towel because I'm just doing one little spot here, and I put a little spot right here because I was just going to see if this bed will match up any better. But this bed is you can see how much this is soaked up, this wax, turtle wax that I put on the other day, 2 or 3 days ago. You can see how much it's soaked up into the paint. And boy, there's a bunch of gnats flying around. So if you see something fly by, it's a gnat or something. Springtime. Anyway, I'm going to wax the whole truck. And if I might wind up putting boiled linseed oil on it too. Whew, man. See what it looks like then if I don't like the wax part. Because see this, I don't know why, but it's soaking it up. And I've had vehicles like that where the paint, it just soaks up all the wax that you put on it. I've done that a bunch. I used to go out, I borrowed my dad, back when I was younger and had lots of hair. My dad had a 69 Thunderbird. Boy, it's a nice car, 429. It's a sharp car back in the day now. Back in the early 70s, had a 69 Thunderbird 2-door. And if I had a girl I was really trying to impress, I'd get out there and wax that Thunderbird. It was gray with a black vinyl top. Man, that car would scoot. But anyway, I could wax that car like on a Friday and then get ready for Friday night date or whatever. And by Sunday or Monday, the wax that I had put on it already soaked up and it just looked really dull. And that's because somebody had buffed it and didn't know what they was doing and burnt the paint. So I'm a little bit scared of buffers, to be honest with you, especially if you don't know what you're doing. I know practice makes perfect, but I'm just not a real kind of buffing guy. Man, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Or I think it does. Anyway, what I was telling you is I think this bed is from, I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing. I'm trying to read the story into this truck, but it's got some holes in it. And I don't know why, but they look kind of factory punched or something. I'm not sure. But maybe they had some kind of extension over the fenders, or I really don't know. But it's on both sides, and you can see what I'm talking about here. Got little places in here, plastic things for, I guess, for screws or something that you punch through. Not really sure. That one needs to be fixed. This is what I'm talking about. I got a couple of 2 or 3 places like right in here. This all needs to be cut out, where some of these square bodies are notorious for this anyway. I've had some in the same spots. You can just about pick them out. Rockers, front fenders, and behind the wheels where mud and water and dirt, debris seems to gather up and causes it to rust. So I'm going to try to get that fixed. So anyway, getting back to the story, I'm going to wax the whole truck, or get as much done as I can. And guess I'll start with the hood and see what it looks like. I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, this is the hood before I've done anything other than that little spot right there the other day. And I was watching a video along with my wife a while ago that I put up. I try to watch my video at least one time to see how many times I messed up, which is often quite a few times. And my wife got tickled at me. She's kind of giving me a complex a little bit. But I was watching a video where I said 2 or 3 times in the video I was talking like Elmer Fudd, Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd, and she started laughing. And I said, "What are you laughing about?" Because I was trying to pick up on where did I mess up again. And she said, "You sound like Bob Ross." Bob Ross is the afro kind of guy, the afro hair kind of guy that does paintings. Of course, he's passed away several years ago, and I really like watching his shows. But anyway, she said, "You sound kind of like Bob Ross." I guess she said, "You keep saying everything's going to be okay and all this stuff." And I'm talking about this. I can't hurt it. And let me know if you think I sound like Bob Ross. I might have missed my calling, and maybe I should be just talking about random stuff instead of talking about trucks and cars. But anyway, it kind of gave me a little bit of a complex. Let's see what this looks like. Now that I got this rag before I throw this paper towel away. Happy accidents. I think that's what he used to say. Golly, there's a bunch of gnats flying around. You can always tell when it's spring. Anyway, I'm going to get on this. I'll pause this, and we'll see what it looks like here in a few minutes. I'll do half the hood. Let me know what you think. Okay, hang on with me. Okay, guys, I waxed the hood. Let's see what it looks like. I was hoping the sun would be out a little bit more because it's kind of shady, but I'll stand over here. Maybe you can see the difference. I done that side, of course. I guess hopefully you can tell that I did. Took me about 5 minutes. I didn't do an outstanding job. I'm just trying to see what it'll look like. Haven't done this yet, but just kind of experimenting just a little bit. I don't have any compound or anything here at home because I left it over at Tim Dixon's at Gas Axe Chop Shop, and I'm not getting out today to go anywhere because I don't know if you're this way or not, but it seems like every time you leave the house, it's 3 or 4 hours, seems like, before you get back home and the day gets gone. So I'm trying to take advantage of this day today. So tell me what y'all think. I'm trying to get in different angles. Maybe you can see. Anyway, I done a little bit more right here on this fender. Went out just a little bit just to show you. And just for an experiment. Remember, I like to do experiments. If you've kept up with my channel, I put some turtle wax here, and this is the boiled linseed oil. As you can see, it's still really shiny. Hope you can see that. I'll move around just a little so you can. I can't tell what you're really looking at on the phone, so forgive me. But see, from where I'm standing, it's shinier here than it is there, and that's the turtle wax. But the turtle wax is getting off a lot of dead paint, and I'll show you this on the rag I'm using. There's a lot of, hopefully you can see this too, but there's a lot of red on here from this oxidation on this paint. But just out of curiosity, before I started the video back up, I put some more boiled linseed oil on here, and we'll just see what it looks like. I tell you what, that boiled linseed oil sure does the trick. If you, like I said, I don't know how long it's going to last, and anything I tell you, you do at your own risk. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, please don't. I'm not recommending, I'm not getting paid by anybody. I don't make any money off YouTube videos whatsoever. I just do it just for fun and to make friends with different people. And I've got to tell you, I've made a lot of good friends on this channel, and I'm proud to have each and every one of you. But see, when I wax it, I can still put this boiled linseed oil on, and it'll look pretty good, I think. That looks good. Anyway, if you ever use this stuff, I always let it sit for like 24 hours or something in a garage or something where it's not going to get wet or anything. Just let it get dry real good. It's windy today, so that'll help it dry. Here's where I done this other spot. I don't know if you can tell or not. Try to get in different positions. Anyway, let's see what it looks like on this hood. Okay, here's a spot. You see it's a little bit dull. And this is, as I said, I'm just kind of playing around. I don't mind experimenting on anything I've got because you can't hurt it. All I'm doing is helping it. Whatever I do, I'm helping it, so it doesn't matter. But man, what a shine. What a shine. I kind of like that. Maybe I do sound like Bob Ross. My goodness. I never thought of it. My wife's giving me a real complex, and I know she's going to enjoy. She's going to enjoy ribbing me about it. But I'm going to try to get over here out of the way. Maybe you can see the difference. I'll tell you what, I'll leave this boiled linseed oil on here, of course, and I'll wax the rest of the truck, and then we'll see how long this lasts on this paint. The paint, as you can tell, the paint is much better on the hood than it is on the fender and on the bed, so we'll just leave it be and see what it looks like. There's hardly anything left on here, but I'm not going to get any more out. I'm just playing around, which is what I like to do. I gotta tell you, that looks pretty dang good with the boiled linseed oil on it. But I'm gonna wax it first and get as much of the contaminants out of the paint as I can. Because if I leave the house to go get anything else, it'll be dark. So anyway, appreciate you watching the video. I'm long-winded, as you can tell. Stupid gnats. And please give me a thumbs up. Let me know you watched the video. Please subscribe. That would mean a whole lot to me. As I said, I don't get paid for any of this stuff. I just do it just to have a little fun and hopefully make some friends, which I have. And let me know if you think I sound like Bob Ross. My goodness. And I'm on Instagram, Primer Is Best, all one word. And Facebook, Primer Is Best. If you would send me some pictures of your rides, I sure would be grateful to see them. And I hope y'all's having a great day today. Hopefully the weather's good where you're at. And I'm going to jump on this truck and get at it. So y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see y'all later.